So children, in this chapter, we have many properties of circle. Usually, you have learnt in your primary classes the different parts of circle. Now, this year, we are going to learn the different properties, and the different properties are learnt in such a way that they have to be proved through theorems. In Euclid's geometry, already you have learned what is a theorem. A theorem is a statement which requires a proof. Here we have the first theorem in circles, which states that equal chords subtend equal angles at the center. Whenever a theorem is given, we have to analyze what is given in the statement. This statement, we have equal chords subtends equal angles at the center. That means in a circle, you have the chords that are equal. Next, you have to check what you need to prove. We need to prove that they subtend equal angles at the center. So, before proving, I will just give you a hint of how to do. Whenever a theorem is given, they will ask you this question for 3 marks, and when theorems are given, they ask you to state and prove this theorem they give. But in this case, they give prove equal chords subtend equal angles at the center. Okay. So when that is given, you have to first write down the statement. Next, you can draw the circle. After drawing the circle, first you need to write down what is given. So given is the chords are equal. So what I will do, I will just draw two chords that are equal here. I'll just draw here two chords and I'll just name them A, B and C, D. Okay, I am naming now these two chords and they are equal in the circle. I'll write down that AB is equal to CD. It is mentioned in the question equal chords. Next, to prove, you need to prove that the angles subtended at the center are equal. So now, whenever you have a circle, you will have the center of the circle. Okay? The center of the circle is formed. So now, you need to prove that these angles are equal. So which are the angles that are equal? You need to prove that this is O, center of the circle. You need to prove AOB is equal to COD. So now you need to prove that these two angles are equal. Make a note of it. That is angle AOB is equal to angle COD. This you need to prove. Okay children. So before proving this, I will just do one small activity for you so that you will understand better. You have learned congruence of triangle and you know how to prove two triangles are congruent using the congruence criterion. So now I have cut out two congruent triangles. Just like this, I have cut out the two congruent triangles. Now I will place these triangles inside the circle. Like this, I am going to just place it. Yes. So now I have placed the two triangles. After placing both the triangles, you know whenever you start a congruence of triangle, first we have to consider which triangles we are going to compare with. Proof. Write down the proof. Now we are going to compare triangle AOB and triangle COD. Write down. In triangle AOB and triangle COD. So, in these two triangles, already they have mentioned that AB and CD are equal. So, we will write down that AB is equal to CD. Next, we know that AOD, these two are the radii of the circle. Similarly, BO and CO are also radii of the circle. Because a line which connects from the center to any point on the circle, they become the radii. So we will write down AO is equal to OD and BO is equal to OC. So now three sides we have shown that one triangle is equal to the other triangle. So now you can write down, therefore triangle AOB is congruent to triangle COD, by which congruence we have compared the three sides of one triangle is equal to three sides of the other triangle. So we are using SSS congruence. Then what we need to prove is angle AOB is equal to angle COD. So now once when you know that these two triangles are congruent, you can show that the other two angles are also equal. You can show now angle AOB is equal to angle COD because of CPCT. So you have learnt in triangle chapter what is CPCT. Once again I will say, CPCT is nothing but the corresponding parts of congruent triangle. See, when I am just removing these two triangles from here, they both are the congruent triangles, right? So when I am superimposing on one another, you can see that the angles are equal. See, the angles are equal. This is triangle 1 and this is triangle 2. So these two triangles are congruent, which shows that the corresponding parts of congruent triangle are always equal. So from this you can verify that equal chords subtend equal angles at the center. So I hope you people have understood how to arrive at the result.